It's the sketch of the mummy.
Ooh.
Do you, by the way, have a favorite mummy?
Oh my.
I don't think I do.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
We've seen a lot of mummy movies. Actually, watched a few lately.
Yes.
And it seems like mummies, depending on the movie, there is a really wide range of types of powers and levels of power.
Yeah, exactly.
Some mummies are just slow-walking zombies
Right.
in bandages,
Right.
and they're very scary looking. I think if you could achieve just a moderate trot,
Yeah.
you could escape from those mummies.
Feels like it.
Yeah, or if you did the classic grab onto the bandages and pulled, and he spins around and he turns to dust.
Oh,
he
yeah.
just crumbles to dust.
Like in the Monster Squad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Karloff's mummy, we
Yeah.
just watched the 1932 mummy
We
just the
did.
other day, and his mummy seemed to have access to the powers over life and death.
Yes.
He went back to his chambers somewhere, and he would gaze into some mystic pool and utter some sort of ancient curse, and then miles away, some guy would die, would just croak, or
Right.
some woman would fall under hypnosis or something.
Yeah, he could kill from a distance.
Exactly, which is scary. He was like a sniper.
Yeah.
He was a sniper mummy. But he was very powerful,
Yes.
as was the mummy in the Brendan Fraser movies.
Oh yeah.
He was a scary mummy too, very scary, and he was also one time he opened his mouth really wide and he just vomited up this storm of flies or insects or something. Remember?
So gross.
It was really gross. And I think he could also, I don't know if this was in the first or second movie or in the third where there was a different mummy,
Yeah.
but I think those mummies could command armies of the dead. They could get other
right.
mummies to chase Brendan Fraser.
That's right. That's scary.
So he has a lot of powers, very scary. So there's a wide range of powers. You're either the slow walking zombie that doesn't do much, or you can vomit up flies and kill from a distance.
Yes. Don't forget about the museum mummies, though.
In the museum? Like in the Met Museum mummies?
Yes.
What's their...
They've got 0 powers.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not powerful at all. So adding to the range of mummy powers, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
So it's still kind of hard to pick a favorite out of all that.
Right. But if I had to fight one, I'd pick the museum mummies.
Yeah, I would tangle with a museum mummy before I tangled with anybody else. Was the mummy in... Abbott and Costello met a mummy, right?
Yes.
Probably in a movie called Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy.
That
I'm guessing.
sounds right.
Was that a real mummy? Was that an actual monster? I'm going to say it was an actual mummy because Abbott and Costello also met Dracula
Right.
and Frankenstein and the Wolfman, and those were all actual real monsters.
Right,
So
right.
I'm going to say the mummy in the Abbott and Costello mummy
Yeah.
movie was a real mummy.
I think there were a few mummies in that. Like some real and some fake.
Oh.
Like, and they bumped into each other.
For comedy.
For comedy, of
Yeah,
course.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Like they're pulling some sort of caper. Guy in a
Yes.
costume.
Right. Pull off the mask.
Oh, Scooby-Doo style. Do you remember
Yeah.
the Scooby-Doo mummy episode, by the way? Do you
no.
remember... Do you remember the gang running from a mummy to catchy pop music?
Yes.
All right. Do you remember what his scheme was before the meddling kids
gosh.
stepped in?
Was it something like he wanted to get the amusement park shut
Nah,
down?
no.
So he can buy the land for cheap?
No, it was
No.
that's a good guess. That's
No.
another one. That's a
Okay.
different
That's
episode.
different
No,
episode.
he worked closely with the museum somewhere, and he wanted to get his hands on some sort of diamond scarab.
Jinkies.
Yes, and zoinks as well. Jinkies and zoinks. How about that Steven Spielberg's Amazing Stories mummy? Do you remember that episode?
Oh,
There was
gosh.
a guy in a mummy costume because he was filming a movie
Yes.
you remember it?
I do remember it. He was filming a movie in a swamp.
Mm-hmm.
He got called away because his wife was having a kid.
Right, Mummy Daddy was the episode's name.
Right.
So the mummy was a daddy.
Right, exactly. And when he left, there was a real mummy in the swamp.
Yeah, somebody who lived in the swamp, some
Yeah.
old guy just happened to have a mummy.
Yeah, I guess.
In his swamp cabin?
Right. And I think the people thought it was the actor.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a great episode.
That was a great episode.
The Tom Cruise Dark Universe killing mummy movie.
Yes.
We did see that too.
Yes.
I didn't hate it. In
No.
fact, I really liked the mummy.
The Mummy was excellent.
She was amazing.
Yeah, she was.
I would watch more mummy movies with her, but
I
I'm not
agree.
sure we're going to get that.
Right. I do think that Tom Cruise might have overshadowed her. It was
Yeah, the spotlight was probably on Tom Cruise most of the movie.
right. Maybe an unknown would have been better.
I would always go for unknowns
Right.
in movies like that. Or
Yeah.
in that case, maybe even Tom Cruise, inventor of the hover-round. Would have been good.
Perfect for that.
Either way, yeah, she would have really shined against him.
She would have.
But I don't know if I can pick a favorite out of all that.
No. Well, I think one of my favorites is the Mummy in this sketch.
Oh, don't. That's a horrible thing to say. What a suck up.
Yep.